Good morning. Thank you for joining us live here on India Today's social media handles. I'm Akshita Nandagopal back this morning to get you a roundup of all the top stories that we're tracking this morning. Let me begin with the Aryan Khan drug bust case. That is our top focus because today we're expecting that the Mumbai Sessions Court judge will pronounce the bail order. Aryan Khan has been for the last many days, as you all know, in the Arthur Road jail, 13 days to be specific. He's been at the Arthur Road jail and he's counting, hoping against hope that today finally he secures bail. There are three scenarios that can play out, and stay tuned to us here on India Today because we'll be getting you the live coverage of what really the judge decides. But three scenarios, three possibilities. One is that Aryan Khan gets the relief he's hoping for. He gets bail, in which case he walks out of the Arthur Road jail today or maybe tomorrow if the formalities get delayed. The second possibility, the judge denies Aryan Khan bail. He remains at the Arthur Road jail, in which case his legal team will go ahead and then approach the higher court. They'll approach the Bombay High Court seeking some respite for Aryan in this case. The third scenario is that the Mumbai Sessions Court judge decides that he is not going to pronounce the order today and pushes it to another date. In such a circumstance, Aryan Khan remains in custody, will remain at the Arthur Road jail till tomorrow. His judicial custody ends tomorrow either way. So then there'll be a fresh hearing on that. But amid all of this, because even as the judge today will be pronouncing his order in all likelihood, the Narcotics Control Bureau has in fact got more proof against Aryan Khan. Sources have told us that now they have more WhatsApp chats which they believe is incriminating against Shah Rukh Khan's son. Now in these chats, Aryan is reportedly in conversation with an upcoming Bollywood actress. The name or identity of this actress hasn't been disclosed so far by the NCB. Beyond that, they've also said that there are chats with drug peddlers, and all of this has been submitted by the NCB to court. Will that actually dent his chances is a big question mark. But Shah Rukh Khan, his entire family is hoping that Aryan Khan walks out of jail either today or tomorrow. And at this point, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering which way this is going to go. Too tough to really speculate on that one, considering that the NCB is maintaining that they have a lot of evidence in the form of WhatsApp chats, and Aryan Khan maintains that nothing was found on him, no drugs were found on him, so he can be released and that he has no link with the other accused. So it will be interesting to see how that plays out. That's something we're tracking very closely here on India Today. The other big story of the day is the Prime Minister's visit to Uttar Pradesh. Months to go for the election, so there's a renewed focus on this state, on Uttar Pradesh. Yesterday you had Priyanka Gandhi holding the press conference where she spoke all about Mahila power. It was all about women power, assuring that the Congress will give 40% of the tickets to women in the party to contest. So that's a big statement, from the Congress, and their mission is very clear. They're wooing the women of Uttar Pradesh. As far as the BJP is concerned, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for the last many weeks, I've been telling you about how the Prime Minister has been making a lot more trips to UP. Today he's going to be in Kushinagar, and there the inauguration of the international airport is happening. Now, a lot of focus on this particular inauguration, huge affair. You've got a lot of union ministers there. But the reason this is also important is because it is essentially being done, and this is the third international airport in Uttar Pradesh. It's being done to facilitate and ease the travel of domestic and international pilgrims to Kushinagar, which is where you've got the Mahaparinirvana site of Lord Buddha. So they're hoping that a lot more Buddhist monks, a lot of tourists visit Kushinagar. The government is maintaining this will be a boost for investment, for employment opportunities, for tourism as well in the district. And the Prime Minister in Kushinagar, which is a very important area for the BJP, it's the Purvanchal side of Uttar Pradesh, crucial area where the BJP is hoping that they will hold on to their seat of power. So that is something we'll get you the latest live updates on. The Prime Minister's visit to Uttar Pradesh, number of development projects besides the international airport that he will be inaugurating. All right, let me get you the big political story of the day. Yesterday, you finally had Captain Amrinder Singh. So remember that besides Uttar Pradesh, Punjab also goes to polls in a few months from now. And we've been seeing all the drama that's been playing out within the Punjab Congress. Captain Amrinder Singh, a month exactly after he resigned as the Punjab Chief Minister, has given some clarity on exactly what he's doing next. He's confirmed he's launching a new political party. And yes, there was a lot of speculation on whether he's joining hands with the BJP, whether he's going to to join the Bharatiya Janata Party. That's been ruled out. But what is a possibility is Captain Amrinder Singh launching his own political party and then having a tie-up with the BJP, fighting together his political party and the BJP. But he's put forth one condition for that. He said that the BJP must resolve whatever issues they have with farmers, referring of course to the farm laws. So now the ball is in the BJP's court if they actually do that. And what we're hearing reportedly is that the BJP is planning to make this big bang announcement where they're going to kind of reach out to the farmers and say that this is what we're going to do to address all of the issues, particularly with the farm laws. So we'll see really how that plays out, whether the BJP comes out with an announcement and whether that paves the way for Captain Amrinder Singh to actually join hands with the BJP. So amid all of this will spell trouble for the Congress, not just because Captain Amrinder Singh is a big political player in the state, but also because the infighting within the Punjab Congress continues. Captain Amrinder Singh is out. There were two factions before, Sidhu and Amrinder. Now again there are two factions, Sidhu and Channi. Now what we're being told is that there was a meeting of the observers of the High Command of Congress. All of them came together and there was a discussion on really what the Congress's strategy is going to be. Again, Sidhu raised his agenda, raised a 13-point agenda and raised a lot of questions saying that, he wants certain changes to be made, and that irked Channi. He said, I will resign if this continues. So the High Command clearly has a huge crisis at its hands and has to deal with the issues at hand now. Let me also tell you, as we track what's happening in Punjab, I also want to get you a quick update on what's happening in Uttarakhand. 47 deaths because of heavy rains, because of flooding also in the state. And it's a very worrying situation because we've seen landslides, we've seen a lot of incidents of roads just being completely washed away, houses being washed away. 47 deaths have been reported, a number of people still missing. So rescue operations are going on. Everyone, of course, offering their prayers for Uttarakhand. The centre is very closely tracking what's happening. You had Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami also conducting an aerial survey, visiting those people who've been affected by the flooding and the heavy rains. Home Minister Amit Shah is also expected to visit Uttarakhand today to take stock on the ground, the situation, and find out really what needs to be done and what assistance needs to come in from the centre. Flooding in Uttarakhand, Kerala, those are stories that you can get the latest live updates on at India Today's website and our social media handles. Before I wrap up this broadcast, just a quick reminder for a story to look out for today. Our vaccination pace, it's been going at a steady pace, fortunately, for the last many weeks. And today we're expecting that there will be a big milestone crossed of 100 crore vaccines being administered. Yes, we have a long way to go, but this is a milestone that we must celebrate by saluting our healthcare workers. They've ensured that we're able to reach the stage right now where experts have said that from a pandemic, we're moved to the endemic stage of COVID. The data I've got opened here, the vaccinations done today stand at about 34,000, is just going to touch 35,000. The total vaccination doses is at 99 crore right now, and it's expected that by about late evening, you could see it hitting 100 crores. Yes, like I said, have a long way to go, but this is a huge landmark in our fight against coronavirus. So that's a story you need to watch out for today as well. Those are all of the top headlines that we're tracking this Wednesday morning. Same time tomorrow, I'll be joining you.